Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Nier Replicant once again. Where today, well, we have a very obvious boss arena to go into. We're in the desert, and we're off to save a prince who's got himself into a little bit of bother. And Kaine, who's decided to get themselves into a little bit of bother. Rashness does not do you well in this place, apparently. Yes, this is totally a boss arena.
What's this?
A boss arena, I just said.
Well, this doesn't look suspicious at all.
See, even Vice agrees with me.
I suppose that was to be expected.
Hey, look!
That mewling child is inside.
Okay then.
To bind us, we are free to unleash the entirety of our powers.
It's about time.
Well, I'm guessing it's the glowy ones we want to hit. I would assume.
What is this thing?
Oh, glowy one there. Blow it up. Ow, my face. There we go. So, right, we gotta hit that one over there.
Magic within the glowing cubes.
You don't say. Oop! I walked right into that one. Go, mate. I should probably just use the spear, to be honest, but I don't know, this one's doing me rather well for this specific part of the boss. Hang on a minute. There's no red ones. Oh, there it is. Phew. And... Phew. God damn it, stop getting hit. Yes. Yeah, can I, like, just, yeah, break some of those projectiles, please? Ah! Purple one's no breaky. Alright. Either that or I just really, really mistimed it. Forgets. Or not. Oh! Balls. Right. Heal up. We're already a quarter of the way done, and we're already nearly dead. I'm doing very well at dodging projectiles today.
The guardian of this temple is a curious sight indeed.
And
Says
now
the
it's
talking book.
turned into a mecha. I'm guessing you're going to slam the ground. Yes, you are. And I horribly mistimed that. Oh. Okay. Ow. Do I not have to blow those up? Don't look up. Oh. I can break those cubes.
This is a powerful foe.
There you are, you bastard!
Kaine!
I'm gonna kill the shit out of you! Now hold still and die already!
You think Kaine is like a disciple of Korn or something, because she is very angry. It's like... The fuck you say?
How did you find us?
Beats me. I just kicked a bunch of ass and wound up here.
Whee!
And without even bothering to get dressed.
Fuck off, book.
Well, if you...
Jaime, the glowing cubes take priority.
Screw your priorities! I'm gonna kill this thing my way!
yeah, good luck with that. Ah! Nearly got it. Now this is the point that I probably should be using the spear one. Right, now it's going to do the... Yes, it's going to do that. So if I hide down here, can I just, like, avoid all of them? I think I can, yes. That works quite well. And boom. And boom. Ow. And sound suddenly cuts out for some reason. I don't know if you can get... if you hear the sound cutting out, but I certainly do. Yeah, my computer's been doing that a lot today. I'm not entirely sure why. Okay, seriously, why does it keep cutting out for me? I'm thinking it's my headphones, but...
This should prove interesting.
Indeed it should. And, okay. I'm actually getting some slowdown here. My god. Okay, once this is over, I'm going to change headphones, because this is getting a little silly. Yeah, sound is really cutting out a lot now, for me. And... And... Missed. Well, this boss wasn't too bad once you get its patterns down. And once again, we do the spear thing. You're welcome. Someone's played Zelda. Prince. My liege, have you any idea of the trouble we've... Ah, the royal mask. Our people have suffered since the king's death. I was too young to bridge the gap between our people and other civilizations. Trade has come to a halt. We lack food and water, and the people to spare for it. This mask is an emblem of the king. With it, I can project a strong image to other lands, and our people can be prosperous once more. My prince. Rules do not exist to bind you, they exist so that you may know your freedoms. Those are the words of the previous king, my father. And now that I have his mask, I believe I can ascend to the throne. Is that correct? Of course. Hey! Hail! All hail the new king! And, yes. That's that done. Now, apparently, I have been told that the language they are speaking is indeed Japanese, but it's backwards. And that's a jump button, not a talk button. I apologize to you, my foreign friends, for all your hardships. I swear by my new position as the King of Facade, I shall grant you whatever you desire. Please, what is it I can do for you? The favor of a king is a strong thing indeed. It's a very powerful thing to have.
Oh, no, that's alright. We were just happy to help.
I mean, we did come here for a very specific purpose, Nier. Nonsense. Speak your desire, that I may see it done.
I believe the Regent has just given us an order.
He's a king now, Vice. It can't be cool. Well, mind you, Regent. Yeah, okay.
I guess so. In that case, how about you make Rule 0? And have it say that if people don't like a rule, they can vote to change it.
A splendid idea.
Very well. But, my king, this cannot be. Our people have long memories. We shall never forget the debt we owe you, no matter how hard the times. Such is the way of the masked people. And thus, we shall grant your request. Still, that alone cannot repay our debt to you. Please, accept this. Ooh, a one-handed sword, you say?
Thanks. But I think most of your praise belongs to someone else.
Thank you, Fira. I am sorry for all I put you through. It's not a problem. And apparently you still have something to say to us.
Do you know how to cure the Black Scrawl?
Ah, the foul disease that claimed my father's life.
So, even a king couldn't recover from it.
I fear everything we tried ended in failure.
It seems there is no way around it. We'll have to collect the sealed verses after all.
Yeah, it's the only lead we have.
Pardon me, but what are these sealed verses?
We came across an old song that says if we find them all, we can cure the Black Scrawl.
And yes, we are well aware that refrains penned by minstrels half in their cups are hardly a reliable source of information.
Hey, I'll believe anything if there's even a sliver of hope it could help me save Yona. And I'll collect verses, orbs, crystals, magic goat meat, whatever.
And that's apparently all we've got here. We're gonna... Oh! One moment, please. Can I ask you to visit us again? To return as friends?
Of course.
Yeah, I'll definitely be back here when your shop starts selling
Just
useful
try
things.
not to get yourself kidnapped again.
Of course, thank you. I promise to be careful. Oh, I got a sealed verse from that. Dark wall magic. Erected magical defensive barrier charged to increase the size of the wall. Bring on the wall! Yeah, there's an old thing.
I'm worried about Yona. Let's go back.
Go. You're gonna... entrance, please. Also, let's have a look at that that new weapon we got. God, why am I so thirsty today? Oh dear. Right, well... Hang on a minute. Those are road signs! I mean, I know this is like a sort of post-apocalypse civilization, but... I don't know. The road signs seem a bit... odd, like... be a bit odd in terms of their trinkets. As per Rule 9, 102, I am responsible for the trading of strange and unusual goods, when I actually have some on hand. So he has no goods. But he's got a sign there. We can always roleplay as Tricky from Madness if we wanted. What are you? Welcome. As per rules 7542, 545, I will hereby engage in the trading of general goods. God, this whole place is like a Red Dwarf episode. So, he's got medicinal herbs. Well, we find those often enough, so there's no point buying any of those. A desert map would be quite good. I don't want any salves or weed, thank you. Let's get that. Watermelon seed. Well, you only did want a watermelon, so you know what? I'll grab one. Increases the length of the flowering and harvesting periods. Let's get a bounty fertilizer. I thank you in the name of the rules. Okay, and the weapon shop. You are down there, I believe. Anything good here? Actually, no, let's check our weapon first. It might be good. Who knows? Rebirth. Oh wow, that's hang on. Okay, so it's less damage and attack power, but it's very light, which tells me it would be faster attack speed, right? So if I did word edit to increase its damage, I got Pa and Souls. Right, so Pa, Souls. Do I not have attack power plus something else? No, I don't. Interesting. I thought I did. So how much is that now? Ooh. It is a sort of crescent sword. Not crescent. It's kind of like a chakram sword. Actually, was there anyone here that had a quest? Map. I can't see anything on the map, though that's not to say there isn't someone with a quest. I'll leave it for now. Though I will save it, and I will I will change my headphones over because, yes, like I said, it's a bit annoying playing games and your audio is constantly cutting out. So I imagine these need recharging. I will be back in a moment. Right, headphones changed. Let's go. Mouse back in middle of screen. The problem with my other headphones is that I don't actually know, like, it sounds like I'm talking at a different volume than I was before. So, yes, if I have suddenly increased or decreased in talking volume, I apologize. Also, wolves. Let's go murder them. Or should I say, one wolf. It seems alright. Sword. Silver. That desert is still very.
I suppose rules are rules, even if they are absurd.
I don't think they're absurd.
Oh?
Those rules are important to the masked people.
You don't say.
I do. And I think it's important we respect that.
Well, well. The boy is beginning to sound like a man.
Boy, I'm not a kid, you know.
Hey, less talking, more walking.
Actually, we're running, kinda. Keep up. Actually, I wonder if we visit the graveyard now, because obviously, before, Vice didn't know the language. I wonder if he would know the language now.
There's nothing here.
Make haste. We shall be buried in sand if we remain much longer.
Evidently, the game really doesn't want me to be here. That tells me that that area is very important later on. Also, wolf. Woof woof. Ow. Whoa. So, what is over here? This is like a staircase. I wonder if... Yes. There's a boat down here. I'm guessing this is also important later. Not on the boat though. Okay, well let's head back to town and then we'll just go from there. I mean, we spent so much time faffing around. Yona's probably long gone by now. So, I like that. I like the look of that thing down there. So I wonder if I got boar there and I just didn't spot it. I may very well have done. Although boars in a desert, it's not outside the realms of possibility, but they're more likely to be found in the sort of foresty areas. Ooh, what is this? Copper ore. Finding a decent amount of ore today. Lizard tail. Well, we got a few of the tails we need for that quest. As well nick the goat meat. My way past. You two get to live. Get it. Yeah. Evidently, the rule of this, the rule of thumb in this game is pick up everything. Do not leave anything behind. I say leaving behind 2 goats that I could have killed for resources. Although I have found that I end up just selling most of it because I don't really know what to do with it. Oh, wait a minute. I see a quest over here. Map. You're gonna be like fragile delivery or something.
Hey, you can get into Facade, right? I've got a thank you gift I need delivered, and I'm hoping you can help me out.
Dear.
No problem.
Great. Oh, and it's kind of fragile, so don't roll around or get knocked over along the way. Just get that to the weapon shop in Facade.
I'll be back. I'm not gonna make you watch this.
Are you serious? Hell no.
Hussies are only good for breaking things anyway.
Maybe I'll start with you.
Well, I said I was going to skip that, but then there was some dialogue and... Ooh, that was close. Will you please sprint? Because, you know, this is kind of important I don't get hit, but whatever. Okay, I'm back, and I actually failed that. I got bonked by a wolf on my way through the desert, so I just reloaded the save, and now I'm going to ignore that person for the rest of eternity. I hate fragile delivery quests. I hate them. You know that speech that Am makes at the very start of I have no mouth and I must scream? Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about that's kind of how I feel like about the fragile delivery quests. Oh, and any quest where you have to follow an NPC that is really slow. Is this actually like died or something? I need to look up the different growth stages of these things. Ooh, 700 gold. And a defense drop. Well, you're still alive.
Yona,
Oh, hey,
how are you feeling?
better now that I'm taking the medicine you brought.
Good.
By the way,
Where's my watermelon? You promised me you'd do that about 3 weeks back.
are you gonna stay here today?
Oh, fine.
You bet.
Really? You'll stay with me? Really?
Yeah, Yona, I'll stay.
Yay!
Now get back to bed.
Okay.
And then it will do a time skip. I hear a voice. I squint and see a boy standing before me. His hair is silver, his skin is pale, and he stares up at me with hard, glassy eyes. Soon his lips begin to move, but no sound comes out. What is he saying? I can't hear him, I can't hear him, I can't hear him, I can't hear him. I try to leave, but something about the boy holds my gaze. I watch his face expressionless as his lips slowly flutter. What is he trying to say? Wait, it's a phrase. I can almost make it out. It starts with an S and an E. I can almost see it now. The letters begin to fall together, one after the other. Faster and faster. Sealed verse. It's a sealed verse. The thing I'm looking for, the key to saving my sister. I stare at the boy with renewed curiosity, desperately trying to make out his word. Dream. Dream? What dream? What the hell does this mean? Yes, I've just given up trying to read the thing exactly. The lips move again, faster now. I can't follow them. Damn it, I can't make it out. I want to scream, I want to tear the walls down around me, but instead I force myself to be calm. I can do this do it for Yona. Slowly, ever so slowly, I pass the letters that make up his final words. Forest of Myth. I don't know, the last time I went into a forest in one of these games, I ended up getting attacked by undead puppets.
Just a dream.
Yes, it was.
Even in my dreams, I'm hunting sealed verses.
Morning.
Morning, Yona.
What's wrong? Are you feeling sick too?
No, I had a strange dream.
What was it about?
It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
Because I had a dream too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Me and this boy were playing a game together.
What kind of game?
They were playing Dungeons and Dragons.
It was called Guess the Words. I think he made it up because I never heard of it before.
How did it work?
The boy would move his mouth, but no words would come out. Then I had to guess what he was trying to say. It was hard. I wanted to play hide and seek, but we had to play his dumb game instead.
We had the same dream.
So what did he say?
I don't know. All I could figure out was dream and Forest of Myth. But don't worry, I'm gonna study hard so that next time I can figure out everything. We should play a game together sometime too.
Sure, Yona.
I'll be waiting for that watermelon.
Yeah, you'll probably be waiting a while. I still don't know how to get one. Outside of, growing it, like I'm doing now.
Something troubling you, lad?
It's nothing. Don't worry about it. Come on, I need to go ask Popola something.
You've already watered enough. See, I think those plants are dead. I'm no botanist, but I definitely think those plants are dead. I should probably discard them, but details. Let's go speak to Popola again. I'm sure she'll have some sort of enlightening thing to say. That reminds me, how am I doing on that quest with her drink? What's this? Hiccup apparently. Incomplete. I need one more lizard tail and 5 more mouse tails. Nope. Did I just? No, I did not. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this blade. I'm thinking I'll just switch back over to the lily leaf. Other one. Don't even knock. How rude.
What's up, Popola?
Oh, hi. I just got a strange letter in the mail.
Dearest Popola, I hope this letter finds you well. I'm writing in hopes of bringing to your attention a certain dream issue of concern regarding recent events in Dream the Village. I was hoping I might be able to get your advice dream on the matter. Recently there have been dream reports, dream of a certain evil, curse, demon, evil. Okay.
That is certainly one bizarre piece of writing.
You don't say.
Who's it from?
the mayor of a small village in the Forest of Myth. It's a wooded area up north.
The Forest of Myth?
They're usually a bright and cheerful group of people. Something like this is very out of character for them. I have a bad feeling about this.
I'll check it out.
You will? But...
Don't worry about it. I've got business there anyway.
Oh, well, alright. Thank you.
Anything else to say?
The Forest of Myth is to the north, after you cross the small wooden bridge in the northern plains.
Small wooden bridge in the northern plains. What? Okay. Oh, yeah, small wooden bridge in the northern plains. Yes, no, I know where we're going now. Whee! Off we go. I think Kaine will just casually teleport to us. Right. Boar, let us go. We have a quest. And it is over here. Alright. Oh no, shades. Oh no, whoa. What kind of shades are they? Anything interesting? No, just a bunch of the little ones. I'm still certain they're like children. Like the small ones are children that have succumbed to the Black Scroll or something, and the big ones are adults. Though I can't explain the giant ones.
It sure is quiet here.
Such silence bodes ill. There's trouble on the way. I'm certain of it.
You know, a little optimism now and then wouldn't hurt, Vice.
Such cheek.
And a fun fact, this is now the furthest I've ever got in this game. So yeah, let's see what we have here. Beware what?
Beware the words.
The Mind Witch?
The words? What do you mean?
Contagious words. Those who dream.
Those who dream?
Hold a moment. There is a strange new sensation in my mind.
And suddenly your text box has got a lot bigger, Vice. Vice's voice rose in a quizzical way.
It is not quizzical.
Okay, Vice is now talking with the narrator.
What's going on?
The villager's body shuddered as he slowly opened his eyes.
Perhaps we should start by asking this man.
Who are you?
We heard something happened to this village, so we came to see if we could help.
The mayor stared at Caldaris and Vice.
If you can speak to me, I must have caught you in my dream.
In your dream?
The mayor explained. In the past weeks, a mysterious disease called the Death Dream had spread across the Forest of Myth. Those who caught it were cursed to fall asleep and live forever within the world of their own dreams. The village mayor had determined the death dream was spread from person to person by spoken words, but before he could learn more, the disease took him as well. Okay, game, I think the text box is quite big enough. Weiss stared at the mayor, his mouth twitching slightly.
Now see here. Are you saying that we have been absorbed into your dream?
Well, yes. I think you have.
Does your dream have large text boxes?
In other words, we've caught the death dream?
Before the mayor could confirm Nier's suspicion, Weiss exploded with rage.
Ridiculous. Preposterous. Completely unfathomable on every conceivable level. I don't even recall falling asleep.
That's just how the death dream works.
Though polite, the mayor was clearly trying to brush aside the book's remarks.
My remarks are not to be brushed aside, fool.
The mayor twisted his mouth into an embarrassed grimace, then quickly changed the subject to who Nier had seen, and what they had discussed since coming to the village. You're the first person we spoke to.
Something there must have caused you to enter my dream. A certain conversation, a specific word, something.
Nier and Weiss racked their brains, but could find no easy solutions. There were simply too many words to consider, too much random chatter, too many meaningless conversations.
Grimoire Weiss does not engage in meaningless conversations.
The mere suggestion that Weiss chose his words carelessly seemed to sting his pride.
It does not seem to sting my pride, you bloated gasbag of a narrator.
I always like it when main characters start arguing with the narrator.
It has demolished it utterly.
Irritated, Weiss looked skyward as if searching for answers in the heavens.
I was doing no such thing.
I don't know, the screen's blacked out. We can't see what you're doing, Weiss.
Just leave me alone already.
The anger created by his harsh words bled over to Nier like a contagion. Wait, said Nier suddenly. Did someone just say contagion? Yes, I believe so. What of it? Well, that villager told us to watch out for contagious words, right? The mayor leaned forward with renewed interest, pushing a startled Weiss aside in the process. He must have said something, right? Asked the mayor. Some specific combination of words? What was it? It was about dreaming, or something that dreams, or... oh hell, what was it? A sheep, cried Weiss suddenly, blurting out the first thing that popped into his head. The others stared at him for a moment before slowly shaking their heads. After a few more minutes of thought, Nier's face suddenly lit up. I remember, those who dream. That's what he said, I'm sure of it. At this, the mayor produced a thick sheaf of papers from his pocket. He flicked through them a few times before finally nodding his approval at Nier. That sounds right, he said, as a stray sheet of paper fluttered to the ground. My notes also mentioned something about that. I bet it was the last thing you heard before you fell asleep. The mayor shook his head, his worn pencil stub tracing lines across a lone piece of paper. For the last month I've done nothing but study the disease we call the death dream, he said. I mean, I'm the mayor, right? It's my job to protect people from whatever comes along, but I never expected a couple of outsiders to start entering people's dreams. The mayor paused, a grimace crossing his face. I should probably be taking notes or something. Weiss immediately fired back. I applaud the force of will it takes to research a disease in your dreams, he said. But perhaps we should bend your efforts to escaping this place instead of trying to understand it. The mayor's hand tightened around his pencil, snapping off the tip. I've tried to escape. From the very first moment I realized I was locked inside my own dream. I've been looking for a way out, but I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream, right? If there was an exit, I'd know about it. He paused for a moment, his unfocused eyes staring at nothing. My village was beautiful, he said to no one in particular, and it was filled with the most wonderful people you could ever hope to meet. But once this disease took hold, things changed. It was like someone took a sponge and soaked all the color out of our lives. I just want us to be whole again. I want us to be free. And I won't stop trying until that happens. Nier nodded in agreement. Huh. Wait a second. I didn't nod. Look, if we could be of any help, said Nier, just ask. Now hold on, I did not just say that. Silence! Cried Weiss. The grimoire looked from Nier to the mayor and back again, his face filling with confidence. Grimoire Weiss's face is always confident, thank you very much. Now see here, Mayor. You told us that nothing can exist in this dream without your knowing of it. But yet, you seemed surprised to see us when we first arrived, yes? The mayor suddenly slowly raised his head, realization dawning on his face. Oh my god, you're right. I had no idea you were coming. The human imagination is a limitless engine, said Weiss, and dreams are the fuel. If you can imagine an exit, then it must be so. With your permission, we shall search it out. Thank you, said the mayor. I don't know how I can repay you. Payment is not required. We are as eager as you to be done with this place. The mayor suddenly felt as if he could breathe again, like he'd almost forgotten what it was like. Good luck to you two, he cried at the departing forms of Caldaris and Weiss, or Nier and Weiss, actually. We're all counting on you. As Nier slowly faded into the misty forest, the mayor was struck by a sense of déjà vu. I saw this man once before, he thought. But where? Nier's mood darkened as he trudged through the forest. Hours earlier, when the beauty of the place was still a new thing, he had been confident that they could get in, find the exit, and be home in time for dinner. Or in time for me to end the video, but clearly that's not going to be a thing, is it? We're going to be playing text adventures now for a while. But the deeper they went, the more the forest closed in around him. The mist made it difficult to see more than a foot in any direction, and moss-covered rocks seemed determined to twist his ankle. More than once he had been forced to steady himself on the rough bark of a tree, and his hands now left small trails of blood on everything he touched. Additionally, Weiss was proving to be a spectacularly poor travelling companion. Unhindered by either terrain or physical effort, he spent most of his time urging Nier to pick up the pace and grumbling about their slow progress. Finally, after Weiss muttered something about legless turtles being more adept at navigating the environment, Nier snapped. Okay, Weiss, cram it for a second, would you? You don't have to walk. Nier leaned against a tree and tried to stretch the knots from his back. How can this stupid forest be so big? He muttered to himself. The moment the words tumbled from his mouth, a cacophony of insects sprang to life. Every imaginable form of buzz, click, and hiss roared out at a volume that rattled his teeth. Nier slapped his hands over his ears and screamed to be heard. Weiss! What's going on? Nier could see Weiss's mouth moving, but he might as well have been shouting in a tornado. The insects screamed, the forest howled, and then, just as Nier's ears seemed ready to tear from his head and go running for cover, the sound diminished. Hesitantly, he removed the hand from his left ear and listened to the creatures of the woods. Zree, 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 zree. Shack, shack, shack. Okay, I think we're just doing animal noises now. Or insect noises. As the insect symphony dimmed another decibel, Caldaris, I keep saying Caldaris, Nier began to detect patterns in the sound. This isn't random, he thought. It's not just white noise, it's something else. The insects weren't just calling out, they were asking a question. One with it is lacking, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? By my pages, is this a riddle? I guess so. I mean, it feels kind of forced, but maybe it's the key to getting out of this place. Then I leave it to you to answer. 1 with it is lacking, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? I mean... it's a secret. Inwardly furious that Weiss left the task to him, Nier sighed and gave the only answer that made sense. It's a secret. Right? The sound of the insects stopped as suddenly as it began. The forest undergrowth parted before Nier like a rippling wave, opening a new path. These forest arthropods are making a road for us, said Weiss with glee. Pleased at passing the test, Nier moved on with new intensity. The path offered his body relief from the undergrowth, but gave even greater cheer to his mind. As long as they were on a path, their journey had a purpose. I guess this forest has accepted us, huh? Said Nier after a bit. Weiss spun around to face his companion. Do not mistake the will of this forest for some happy pet you can suddenly befriend. We have no idea where this path leads. As Weiss finished speaking, the pair turned a corner and found themselves facing a clear forest spring. Smiling, Nier picked up a small rock and sent it skipping across the surface of the water. Good heavens, said Weiss. His surprise was understandable. Each time the rock struck the surface of the water, a musical note rang out. When the rock finally stopped moving and sank to the bottom of the spring, ripples it left behind came together to form words. I enter through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Sunlight, I'd imagine. Absurdly easy, bowed Weiss. Now answer it. Nier grit his teeth and tried not to reach out and strangle his companion. He's right, after all. This one is pretty easy. Sunlight. A plume of water suddenly burst from the spring. Sunlight filtered through the trees and reflected off the plume, creating a shimmering rainbow that spanned the entire horizon. In all my years, I have never seen such a sight, said Weiss softly. Perhaps I have misunderstood the intentions of this place. Hey, look, cried Nier, awakening Weiss from his daze. There's a house or something over there. Glancing in the direction of his friend's extended hand, Weiss saw a small cottage nestled amongst the trees. That's weird, isn't it, Weiss? I mean, who would build a house all the way out here? Nier walked over and pounded on the door. After a minute of solid banging, The door cracked open and a small man peered out. His body was cloaked from neck to toe in a large black cape, while his face obscured by the mist. Began Nier. But before he could get any further, the cloaked man held a hand up and began speaking. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon, but end the night with 3. What am I? 4 legs in the morning, 2 at noon, end the night with 3. Nier tried to ask the cloaked man who he was and what he was doing there, but he simply repeated the question. If we wish to engage this man in conversation, said Weiss, it seems we must answer his riddle. Yeah, I suppose. Well, at least it's an easy one. A man, a demon, or an angel? I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon, but end the night with 3. What am I? I mean, I was originally going to make, like, you know, a boner joke, but that wouldn't really make sense with the 4 legs thing. See, none of those answers actually make sense to me, or not at the moment. They'll make sense to me when they're explained. A man, a demon, an angel. An angel has 4 wings. Has 2 wings. The only possible thing I can think of is it's some sort of evolution thing. Like how man started as as like monkeys. And then we or even just like an aging thing. Like maybe we start as a baby on crawling around, then as an adult we're generally, not always, but generally walking around on 2 legs. And the night with 3, I guess, would be a walking stick? You know what? We're just gonna go with a man. I think it's a man. The mist dissolved from the cloaked figure as he spoke a single word. Correct. With that, the man flung his garment aside, revealing his true identity. You're the mayor, cried Nier. The small man slowly shook his head. I am not the mayor you know. Now listen to my words. Long ago, I saw a version of you that was not yourself. Sorry, what does that mean? It will make sense in time. At present, I simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of the death dream. Now you must go to the person at the forest entrance. With that, the man turned on his heel and slammed the door behind him. As Nier watched the mist seep up from the ground and envelop the cottage, erasing it from existence. When Nier and Weiss returned to the forest entrance, they found the mayor leaning against a tree. As soon as he caught sight of the duo, he sprang to his feet and scrambled over to them. Good gravy, he cried. You actually made it. You actually made it back. His left hand grasped Nier's and pumped it so fiercely it threatened to dislodge from the socket, while his right seized Weiss by the cover and swung him through the air. Ah, by the heavens, stop shaking me, fool. We have not even told you if we were successful or not. The mayor smiled broadly and shook his head. I'm just happy you're alive. I didn't think I'd ever see you again. Nier withdrew himself from the mayor's eager handshake with a slight smile. We broke the Death Dream seal, he said. At least I think we did. The mayor's face beamed as Nier filled him in on the details. When the tale was done, the three of them lay down on the forest road and fell asleep. Forest ground and fell asleep. Nier cocked his head. Okay, hang on a second. This is crazy. Why would we just lay down and go to sleep? Cease your endless prattle and go to sleep, fool. Fighting against the rules of this place is futility itself. I think this whole story section has turned Weiss into Mr. T. Cease your endless prattle, fool. Nier and the mayor obediently reclined atop the grassy earth. Have you forgotten? Continued Weiss. It is words that control the Death Dream, words that allow us to move from place to place. No matter how unnatural they seem, the words are absolute. Therefore, if the words tell us to sleep, then sleep we shall. And once we do, the story will continue. With that, the trio found their eyes growing heavy, their breath slowing. This is the first time, began the mayor. The first time I have felt tired since I was imprisoned here. His words were cut off by a loud, long yawn, and he remembered nothing more. They might have slept for an hour or a year. When they awoke, things had slightly more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker, the leaves greener. It was clear they had awakened from their dream. Nier shook the mayor's shoulder gently. Good news, he said. I think we made it. Oh, wow, said the mayor in an awed voice. We did. I'm back. He blinked once, and then again, as if not quite believing the sight before him. You two have no idea how much this means. The Death Dream was spreading through our village, and I wanted to... Well, I thought I could figure out how to stop it, but I guess that wasn't the case. I must have caught disease and become trapped in my own dream. The mayor started to stand, then collapsed back to the earth. He stared at his legs as if trying to remember how they worked, then glanced at Nier and shrugged. Without a word, the young man reached down and pulled the mayor to his feet. Real life may take some getting used to, said the mayor as a wry smile crossed his lips. You shall relearn in short order, I'm sure, said Weiss. For now, you should return to your home and rest. No, said the mayor, swaying on unsteady feet. No, I can't. Some of the villagers are still trapped in the Death Dream. I have to save them. The mayor slowly made his way to the divine tree in the center of the village, then bowed his head and prayed silently. This is a holy tree, he explained when the prayer was finished. It's the guardian of our village's history and memories. Superstition will only make our mission harder, muttered Weiss. We should not put our faith in the gods. The mayor shook his head. Not the gods, the words. Legend says that our tree is home to a powerful magic, known as the sealed verse. You hear that, Weiss? I'll get the axe. Nier and Weiss could not contain their surprise. It seemed that a goal had been found in the most unexpected of places. I say, muttered Weiss, this is certainly a stroke of luck. As the three of them said their goodbyes, Nier mentioned the strange man who had given them a third riddle, and the mysterious words he left them with. I once saw a version of you that was not yourself, muttered the mayor. What in the world does that mean? Lost in thought, he stared into space for a long moment. You know, he said softly, this is going to sound odd, but I had a feeling I'd seen you before too. Nier tried to keep a straight face and failed, but the mayor didn't seem to notice. Deja vu, right? Anyway, I figure it's just some kind of illusion created by the death dream. It probably doesn't mean anything. Nier gave the mayor a nod and a smile, but inwardly, his thoughts were racing. There's something wrong about the mayor and his words, and what exactly is going on here? That riddle would prove to be the most difficult one of all.
Oh, thank you so much.
Holy shit, I can stop reading!
Now I can finally return to a normal life.
Now I can return to voice acting.
This is one of the most bizarre diseases I have ever encountered.
Yeah, it turns your game into a text adventure.
I know. That's why we have to help the other villagers, no matter what.
And I got Dark Execution. Summon magical spikes from the ground to impale enemies. Charge to increase the number of spikes.
For a sealed verse, that didn't take much effort.
Yes, all a touch too easy if you ask me.
Oh, there's going to be something that really screws the pooch here.
It's almost as if someone was guiding us to this village.
Don't overthink advice.
No, there's definitely going to be something here that... that person seems fine. Alright, well, that is going to be it for today. God, that was a lot of talking. But hey, another 2 sealed verses gained. So, I'm not complaining about that. So yeah, I guess when we come back, we will carry on with this. I'm somewhat skeptical about talking to that gate guard over there. That's probably going to be fragile delivery 4. But what can we do? In fact, I'm going to look up the fragile delivery things just so I can specifically avoid them in future. Or rather, I'm going to look them up and then I'm going to immediately forget them. So yeah. That's it for today. So, thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed it, and until next time, I have been Caldaris. Goodbye.